the cars form up on the grid, and we're getting set for our season opener.
Alrighty, guys. Welcome to Season 9 of the Sidewinder Racing League Spittin Venom Podcast ARCA Series. 60 laps tonight. We have 3 green-white checker attempts. You get 1 fast repair. There are 4 sets of tires in the pit. There is a rolling stage at the end of lap 30, so that means a caution will not be thrown, but the top 10 will receive points. The stage winner will not receive a playoff point. Tonight's winner will lock themselves into the playoffs should they meet the 7 of 10 race requirement. What else am I missing here? Just thank you guys for coming out. This means a lot to myself, to Swiss, to all the admins here. It's fun to have a league where we can all run and have some fun. I love all y'all's faces, and I got a couple last things to say. This track, it is narrower than Tower.
And we're going to mute that so we can get to our starting lineup presented by our friends at Labor 12. If you haven't checked out Labor 12 yet, please do so. Awesome rock band out of Lubbock, Texas, providing us with these awesome tunes for our starting lineup. On pole, Blake Giglio in the M9 Performance Chevy starts number 1 in the 16 car. Dave Hoytsma, Labor 12 Pontiac, starts second in the 79. CJ Orndorff in the 8 Mountain Dew Chevy starts in the 3rd spot. Dan Robinson Jr. will roll off in the 4th spot. Ian Montrose will start 5th. Mike Christopher in the 22 Labor 12 Pontiac starts 6th. Derek Watkins Golden Eagle Audi starts in the 7th spot. Cody Brown the Brandt Pontiac, he will start in the 8th position. J.R. Deal the Haviland Dodge starts in 9th. Mike Edwards will start 10th in the 14 Fort Worth Screen Printing Chevrolet. Andrew Beach the 71 Side Pipe Spittin Venom Pontiac starts 11th. Jeff Price the Back Channel Productions Pontiac starts in 12th. Trenton Sneed Treon Technologies TrentonUSA.com Corvette starts in 13th. Hayden Lowell's Arc Music 4 Fusion in 14th. Patsy Catalano's M9 Chevrolet starts in the 15th spot. Mike Sparks in the Sharpie Chevrolet starts in the 16th spot. Brandon Morris will start 17th in the Ghost Energy Dodge. And Trisha Ann in the Trans Motor Club Charger starting in 18th. Johnny Proctor's Plain Black Chevy starts in the 19th position. William Asherbanner roll off 20th in the number 26 Fort Worth Screen Chevy. You have Keith Lee in this brightly colored Chevrolet starting in the 21st spot. Lucas Weissman's Labor 12 Pontiac 22nd. Travis Martin the Taco Bell Chevy 23rd. Joseph Madigan another Taco Bell Chevy in 24th. Jeremy Clapper Newell Martin Sports Chevy starts 25th. Cliff Mullins Pinnacle Trailer Sales Pontiac starts in the 26th position. Zach Margison's Stack Up Nissan starts in 27th. Daniel Wallen Labor 12 Pontiac 28th. Jake Lawrence in the Pepsi Chevy starts 29th. EJ Johnson Honeybee Racing Toyota starts in the 30th spot. Scott Elston the Live RC Chevrolet starts in the 31st position. And Adam Crozier the Spittin Venom Podcast Pontiac starts 32nd on the field. Is our starting lineup presented by our friends at Labor 12. Appreciate them providing us with some tunes as we get set. Season opener at Daytona. Field working their way down the backstretch into turn 3. Pace car making its way towards the pit lane. Field will be in control of Blake Giglio and Dave Hoytsma. Initial start, they have to wait until the green flag waves. All other restarts are up to the leader. Giglio jumps on the loud pedal, and here we go from Daytona. Season 9 of the Sidewinder Racing Leagues is underway. Giglio breaks out to the lead. Dave Hoytsma drops in behind in second. Top lane, Dan Robinson and the 22 of Mike Christopher. CJ Orndorff, the blue car on the inside line. Third car on the inside line now. Going 3 wide already. See Derek Watkins dropping back in the 41. Gap already built in back to Derek Watkins. So he lets Joseph Madigan down. Those drivers deciding not to be too aggressive too early. Giglio and Dave Hoytsma on the inside line. Outside line, Dan Robinson, Mike Christopher. There's JR Deal, the outlaw himself. Third car on that outside line. Texaco Haviland Dodge. See Cody Brown, the bright orange Pontiac there. Fourth car on the inside. Oh my goodness. 8 car drifted up, the 9 car was coming down a little bit. Nearly had contact towards the front of the field. Could have been disastrous for a lot of cars. Went further back, someone just bounced off the wall. Looked like the 65. Keith Lee got it to the outside wall coming off turn 2. Trenton Sneed goes around Derek Watkins as well. There's a crash up ahead of that too. CJ Orndorff is in it in the 8 car. Lucas Heusman is in it. See the 65 going around again. See if we can follow the 8 car and see where that starts. And pick up the driver chat.
Trenton, how bad are you, buddy? I didn't mean to see you. I was fully locked.
Looks like 3 wide. Dan Robinson,
Very low percentage.
Mike Christopher, and the 8 of Orndorff went 3 wide. It did not work out.
Lou, I was on the brakes, but I was on them late. I'm sorry.
Let's back it up again.
It
See.
happens. It happens.
God, I'm so sorry, y'all.
8 comes up, 27 comes down. Mike Chris is kind of pinched in the middle. Robinson reporting in chat he didn't even know we were 3 wide.
I don't know how hard you hit me, but my damn tachometer's now upside down.
It's always upside down.
I'd rather you hit me, EJ, than somebody new.
A lot of cars collected here.
My steering wheel's upside down.
Same here.
Drivers being goofy already. Blake Giglio, Dave Hoytsma, JR Deal all out in front. Trisha Ann, Joe Madigan, Hayden Lowell, those 2 teammates. Hayden has some left front damage on the 67. We saw Dan Robinson, the 27, in the middle of that wreck. Patsy Catalano doesn't look too bad for the 4 machine.
Yep.
Hayden with the resub. Appreciate you, my guy. Hayden going to pit road. As will
Made it farther
most
than
of the
I
field.
thought.
Cars that mostly avoided it. Catalano, Brown, Proctor looks like they're going to stay out. Sure, we'll see a lot of damage repair and fast repairs here for cars that are a little too banged up to try and just do a quick band-aid fix. 8 cars stay out. Everyone else is on pit road. Giglio. For some reason it's showing Mullins as our leader, but that's not true. Giglio is the leader. Dave Hoytsma. JR Deal, Trisha Ann, Joe Madigan, Patsy Catalano, Cody Brown, and Johnny Proctor. Those cars seem to have made it through this first incident unscathed. I know the Delta Prime cars all started from the pits. I'm sure they came back down again to try and stay towards the back. I don't think they're ready to jump out there just yet, as we can't even see Mike Edwards. He's still in pit road. There he is. These cars all were way behind the wreck, so they weren't involved. They're just getting repairs done. So Wallen, EJ Johnson on pit road. EJ's car banged up pretty good. See the pace car in the background, working its way through turns 3 and 4. So massive accident on lap 4. 3 wide towards the front of the field of a 32 car field. Quite a few cars collected. Anybody comes down and top off the tank, they get one fast repair tonight. Looked like Margison in the 55 was coming back down. So are quite a few others behind him. Ian Montrose in the 1. 22 is Mike Christopher. 42, that's a newcomer to the series, Michael Sparks. Some of you may know them as Lasagna. We have a pizza boy, a cheesecake, and now a lasagna. There's just so much food in this series. Blake Giglio's chosen top, I'm sure, in an effort to coordinate with Dave to get back down at the bottom. Lights are already out on our iRacing Ford Mustang pace car. The top 8 stayed out here. Everyone behind that will be working on 5 laps more fuel. Like the 27 took a fast repair. I think the 45 did as well. That or a top off for the 45. Keith Lead definitely took a quick repair. I don't know, 20 seconds. He may have sat there and did a little damage repair, but I don't see any wrinkles. So I think that was a quick repair on the 65 as well. We can quickly look as we jump back to the front of the field. See who is what for fast repairs. Robinson did take it. Krajor, Price, Clapper Newell did not. Lee did, as did Orndorff, Morris, Lucas Hoitzma. That's how it goes for the top 20 cars. Pace car works its way towards pit road, and we're getting set to restart. Coming to start lap number 7. Watch for the 16, the leader on the top side, to come down in front of his teammate in the 79. Giglio gets a nice jump. Stays in his lane to cross the start-finish line, then comes on down to get in front of his teammate there. Dave J.R. Deal. Trisha Ann in 4th right now. Joe Madigan in 5th. It's like the 36. Trisha Ann wants to get up to the top side, try to get towards the front. That 36 Dodge Charger. Push from Madigan gets the 36 all the way to the lead. Giglio comes up off the bottom a little bit, side drafts the 76. Working into the tri-oval. Not a lot of help on that top side, only 3 cars, but still making decent momentum. We'll see if we get to settle down here, make some laps. 60 lap race, 52 to go. Call it 52 and a half, so that top line's falling back now. Looks like the 73 of Proctor bailed out of that, jumped down to the inside. Proctor got a little bit of left side damage there below the number. My gosh, the 36 nearly into the 27, not holding the line very well at all. Saw the 76 back way off after that. 36 gets down to the inside line. Now it's kind of in the middle. Leaves Joe Madigan stuck out on the outside in that Taco Bell machine. He's got room behind Lucas Hoisman if he wants to tuck in line now. Here's 36 back to the outside again, taking every run they get. Very Ricky Stenhouse-esque as the 36 gets into the wall by themselves, coming off turn number 4. 36 into the wall. Jeff Price, Lucas Hoisman working together. A couple Pontiacs. 36 is in the wall again. Comes down right in front of Hayden Lowell. I think Hayden was able to check up just in time. Already has some left front damage on that 67. Probably needed a change of pants after that 36 car came flying down the track in front of him. Now Jeremy Clapper Newell tries to get to the outside of the 36. 36 weaves up the track. It's like Hayden's going to try to get in behind Clapper Newell and push those two back towards the main pack. So 36 is getting pushed back. Clapper Newell clears. Leaves Hayden out to dry. Hayden's got that left front damage, so he doesn't want to be leading the line. It's all quiet up front. Still Giglio, Hoytsma, J.R. Deal, Patsy Catalano, and Johnny Proctor, your top 5. Now J.R. Deal's popped to the outside. Bringing Proctor with him. This outside line starts to pick up speed. Now Lucas Hoytsma joins the party up top. He's a little bit more settled now that they shuffled the 36 out of this pack. Across the straight, 49 to go. Someone's blinking there. I believe that's Jeff Price in the 19 Back Channel Productions Pontiac. Way back in the back, you see the 8 side by side with Cliff Mullins there for 27th. J.R. Deal, the outlaw, trying to lead that top line. 73, a little bit too far back to give him enough of a push. Johnny Proctor, new to the Sidewinder Racing Leagues. Another newcomer in that 4, Patsy Catalano. Strong runs early on for some fresh faces. Let's jump back a little bit. See Cody Brown, Lucas Hoytsma. Joseph Madigan. He's not a newcomer, but you may not have heard his name in a while. He raced with us a few seasons back. Dan Robinson in 27. Ian Montrose, your top 10. Montrose kind of left the rest of his teammates. Everyone has a different strategy for how to run a restrictor plate race. And it seems he feels comfortable jumping up into the pack. Jeff Price 12th, Clapper Newell 13th, Brandon Morris is 14th, another new face to the series. J.R. Deal. Looks like that line on the outside is finally getting some headway here. Deal momentarily got to the lead. Of course, if you've been around Sidewinder anytime at all, you know that J.R. Deal very good at super speedway racing and can always count on him being in either the second or third line. Likes to be up on the top side. Let's drift back again. You got Jake Lawrence now in the 12th spot. Haven't said his name much tonight. Zach Margerson, welcome back. Stack up Nissan GTR, currently running 13th. Like Brandon Morris, he's fallen to 16th now. There's Michael Sparks, 17th. Mike Edwards, 18th. There's the 36. Trisha Ann was running up in that top packs all the way down to 19th. Keith Lee, 20. Mike Chris, 21. Trenton Sneed, fan favorite there, 22nd. Derek Watkins, 23rd. Adam Crozier, 24th. Scott Elston, 25th. Travis Martin, 26th. Cliff Mullins, 27th. CJ Orndorff. They're running side by side. These two cars are 12 seconds behind the main pack. They need to get in line and draft and try to stay on a lead lap. William Asherbrenner having some connection issues, blinking in and out in 29th. Then you have Andrew Beach. It's like Beach may have some left front damage on that 71. Similar to the damage Hayden Lowell has, as Daniel Llewellyn pushing him along. Llewellyn is 4 laps down and 32nd. EJ Johnson 1 lap down. Currently 31st, about to be overtaken by Orndorff and Mullins. And that is a full field rundown. About a quarter of the way into the race. 15 of 60. JR Deal's fallen back to about the 3rd spot. Working that outside lane with the help of Proctor, Lucas Hoytsma, the one of Ian Montrose. There's Jake Lawrence behind him. Zach Margerson pulling up to that outside lane as well. So the fuel tanks are at 50%. Should encourage probably 2 pit stops if we run green from here. We do give away halfway points. Those will come out at the end of lap 30. No caution for that. We just do a points giveaway at the end of lap 30, but we stay green on the track. Call those a rolling stage, even though it's halfway and there's not really multiple stages. JR Deal once again gets that 9 briefly out in front. It's the outside lane. Every now and then makes that headway. You just can't stay up there. Seems like every time JR Deal breaks free, Dave Hoytsma just shoves Blake Giglio right on back out front. 73, sliding way up the hill. Proctor. Derek Watkins is the last car in this main pack. Watkins 19th. Hanging out the back of the pack to try and avoid any kind of potential drama. Here's the 9 JR Deal. Pushing for the lead once again as we go down the backstretch. Deal clears. Hoytsma gets in front of Giglio. Deal could drop down if he wants to, and he's going to take that option. JR Deal out in front in the Texaco Haviland Dodge. Talked to him earlier. He was so excited to get this going again. So we approach lap traffic. Hopefully they get down and out of the way. Oh my gosh. That was terrifying, but the field has made it by.
What the fuck?
Hear the not happiness there.
Record.
See Madigan dropping down the order.
Should have stuck it out, Andrew.
76 goes around.
I thought we were going to go to the wall, and then I saw you rip it low, and that just kind of trying to get out of the fucking way.
That one's on me, and Lapper was so slow, and I moved lanes and didn't see it. They need to hold a fucking line.
See what happens to Madigan here.
I was waiting for you to say something, Andrew, because I didn't know what you were going to do.
Goes up right in front of the 41 of Derek Watkins. Joseph Madigan not clear. Goes around off the nose of the 41 Golden Eagle Syrup Audi. That puts his Taco Bell car around and with some left front damage now for the 76 machine. So despite that terrifying moment with the lap cars, the accident's actually between 2 lead lap machines. Madigan and the 41 of Watkins. Nothing Watkins could do. The 76 just came across his nose. That puts us under yellow right at the 1/3 mark, so good spot to pit here, get the fuel. Don't really need the tires, but you can take them if you choose. 22.
Your sprinkle. Your spoiler is sprinkled.
Your sprinkles.
Thanks.
The Pontiac
Yeah.
logo on the bumpers pushed in. You got rear end damage.
Yeah.
Center.
You look like you backed into a light pole, bud.
Jeremy,
Hey,
do
Chrissy.
I have damage on the right rear?
Everybody doing damage checks because they can't see.
I don't see any.
They don't have spotters, so you gotta ask
Okay,
other drivers how your damage looks.
No, it looks perfect to me, man.
As the
Okay,
field
thank
comes down pit road, should see everybody this time down for
problem.
at least a tank of fuel. Leader Hoytsma hits his box. Looks like just fuel. No. Down and away for the 97. May have taken 2 tires there. Because it did look like his car
I'm
dropped
sorry
down.
about that. I really thought we were in the boxes.
16 drives off. Dave Hoytsman. Let's see what Hayden Knoll's talking about for the pit stall here. Had to get a different angle than that. See some damage to the right side of Trenton Sneed's Corvette. No harm, no foul there. Probably didn't feel very good for the 4 car trying to stop, but everyone makes it to their box. Looks like Hayden's working on some damage repair so we get the worst views possible. There he is. Damage repair for the 67 and 81.
What's the stage again?
Halfway, come on, man.
Stage is always at the completion of halfway, so tonight it'll be at the end of lap 30.
Because that's when halfway is.
10-4.
Joe Madigan getting some damage repair. No, Derek, I guess you missed it, but we were talking about how you had no chance to even react to what that it just came across your nose, basically. Like, you had no time to react to that. Chief, I looked. Dang it. How we doing, Chief? I'm excited to have you back inside Winder this season. Surprisingly, this is only our second caution of the race. 32 car field to start the season here for ARCA. Spittin Venom ARCA series. Lucas being weird and faking to pit road. Looks like Daniel Wallen's going to stay out and get one of his laps back. Daniel going to go from 5 laps down to 4 as he gets the wave around. Labor 12 Pontiac will take off, try to catch the back of the pack. What up, Ellis? How we doing, my friends? So we have Lucas Hoytsma in front of his dad on the inside line, Lucas and Dave. On the outside line, they have teammate Blake Giglio in the 16 black and teal machine. So those 3 will probably work together to get in line. Then you'll have the 9, Johnny Outlaw. Ian Montrose, the 1, up there on the top side, and 73.
Oh my god, there's 3 Michaels right in the train here.
Johnny Proctor, is there really?
We rule.
Mike Chris, Mike Edwards, Mike Sparks. 21st, 22nd, 24th. There's Mike Chris, there's Mike Edwards, there's Mike Sparks.
I can't hear what you're saying, TJ. You're so garbled.
It's amusing.
I said, what happened coming off the road now?
Oh, CJ.
I have no idea. All I know is that after I passed the line, it said I had 0x, and I don't know where you were.
I beat him off pit road, so.
Come on. I think I'm gonna get a EOL. I mean,
Black flag.
black flag.
Oh, no, there he is. Oh yeah.
Funny stuff.
Okay. Okay.
Alright. Getting set to go back green flag here. Ford Mustang is going to sneak down that pit lane.
Each, I'm slow.
Field's in the hand of Lucas Hoytsma in the 97. Lucas gets us restarted. See if Blake Giglio gets between the 2 Hoytsmas. Looks like J.R. Deal may be working on this plan as well. He drops in behind Dave Hoytsma. Blake Giglio gets in line. Top 4 are single file. Then you have Proctor and Montrose battling for 5th. Montrose doesn't really have any help up there. Montrose trying to stay as tight as he can to the 73, try to pick up some draft. J.R. Deal moves up in front of the 1 of Montrose. Deal gets to the outside of Dave Hoytsma. Now Blake Giglio up in front of J.R. Deal. Could be a team tactic to lead both lines. As Hoytsma leads the inside with Lucas in front of Dave. And then Giglio leads the outside line. All of those are CTC low drag machines. JR Deal, part of 10 tenths, but he doesn't have any help up towards the front right now. The one car, Ian Montrose, similar story. Delta Prime Racing Machine.
Daniel, do you have damage?
No teammates up there, so those two looks like they've decided to work together. The 9 and the 1. I say that, the 1 drops to the bottom. Gets in behind Johnny Proctor.
I mean, don't lean on me like an X-Gen.
Simple.
Blake Giglio gets the nose out in front.
Fucking make us some done.
'85, I'm sorry. I almost could stick with you, but I can't give you a push. Sorry.
Got a bit of a gap back to Trenton. Trenton looks like he's trying to take care of his race car. Leave a gap. If he can keep it under a second back, he'll be close enough to drafts, but far enough back he could have a reaction. Be able to back off. Back up towards the front. 2x2, 7 deep. Giglio trying to nose out in front of teammate Lucas Hoytsma. Gets a great push from the 9 of JR Deal. As we said earlier, Deal very good at this type of racing. Giglio is going to drop down in front of Team Hoytsma there, father and son. 97 Lucas Hoytsma, 79 Dave Hoytsma. Now the outlaw, JR Deal, Texaco Haviland Dodge.
Okay. Pick a line, stick with it, or get out.
36 all over the place once again.
85, are you shut out or are you open?
I'm not holding up, no.
See, Mike Chris is the last car in this main pack. We got a gap back to Andrew Beach. He's 7 seconds back and falling. Scott Elston not in that main pack. It's Elston, EJ Johnson. Elston on the lead lap. EJ's 1 lap down.
Check up, check up, check up, check up, check up.
We got a caution here.
Turn 4, slow down.
Trying to find. Looks like Derek Watkins involved in the 41 Golden Eagle Audi. Let's see what happens with Watkins. Looks like it happens in front of him. Trenton Sneed, Jeff Price, 63 of Travis Martin. Looks like Jeff Price gets into the back of his teammate, lifts him off the ground. We'll watch it again from the far chase, but yeah, Jeff Price gets into the back of his teammate Trenton Sneed, turns him around. Price goes around. Travis Martin gets into Price. Martin gets some damage.
Alright guys, so if you choose to pit here, the stage will still be at the end of lap 30. So if you're in the top 10 and you pit, you're likely giving up stage points. Just so everyone knows, it will still be at the end of lap 30. We're not moving the stage.
Correct.
Temple.
I don't think we'll see a lot of people pit here, but
Can I get a cookie afterwards?
can I get a cookie afterwards?
No.
That was pretty good. Let's see what Blake decides to do here. I think he's staying out.
I thought this was nice control, but I guess not. I know. I was like, wow. So aggressive.
I don't know what they're talking about, but that's okay.
It's hard. Dude.
I think Blake stayed out. Let's get a quick chat with the driver of the 16. Blake.
Oh. Hi.
Hi. How's it going?
No, good. I was just going to make fun of Lucas and his iRating.
Well, now you can make fun of him live.
Yeah, I was going to say, remember when you were making fun of having a higher iRating than me?
And now he doesn't so much, huh?
Nope.
Imagine.
So it happens.
Yeah, but Lucas will say call him when you get to 100 wins in SRL.
Yeah, well, what color was his pro license?
Well played.
Yeah.
Well played.
Yeah, I said was. Not anymore.
I
Go back
noticed.
next year.
All right, bud, we're out front in this one. We're about halfway. How we feeling? And definitely one more stop to go, right?
Yeah, definitely one more. I'm glad to be back. I was looking forward to this a lot. It's gonna be a lot of fun in all the series this year, and I think we're feeling good. We've been up front a lot. We have a lot of teammates up here, and I think we'll be good.
10-4. Well, how do you feel about the season in general? Since you mentioned it, we got 135 races in season 9 here, and he said it's going to be a lot of fun. How many do you think you're going to beat Lucas in?
I don't know. It's gonna be tough, but we'll get a few. I think that we can beat him in. It's just gonna depend. Not racing mods this year, so can't really relate on that.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's gonna be tough, but we're here to try to battle and try to get a couple more championships.
10-4. All right, sir. Good luck to you.
Yep, thanks.
Blake Giglio in the 16. Now let's see if we can track down JR Deal in the 9 while we're still under caution. JRDG, you got a copy?
Oh, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Outlaw. How are you?
Fantastic. How you doing, brother?
Doing great, doing great. Good to see you up there in the front of the field having some fun. I can tell you're having fun because you're up there pushing hard, and I love it.
Yes, you know it, man. This is the best shit in the world, dude.
We got that Texaco Haviland Dodge up there in that second spot. How do you plan to take down that CTC brigade that's up there with you?
Hopefully my buddies show up soon.
That's what I was thinking. You're kind of up there by yourself. Where's all your backup?
They'd rather ride at the back. And I was like, oh, well, you can ride the back. I'd rather be in the front of the wrecks.
See, I was usually on your mindset for this, and it worked out more often than not. But, you know, is what it is. Everyone has their strategy.
Yep. They're doing their thing, so I'm just up here holding my ground. They'll get here soon enough, and then we get to have a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah, oh, yeah. You think we'll see that third line come in tonight?
Maybe.
For a brief moment, anyway.
Yeah. It all depends on who's around and if I trust those people.
Yep. 10-4. All right, sir. We're getting set for the restart here. Good luck to you, and hopefully we'll talk to you after the race.
Appreciate it, brother. See you soon.
That is the 9 of JR Deal, currently up in the second position. The Texaco Haviland Dodge there on the outside lane. Always love chatting with our drivers in the middle of the race. Appreciate them being in Discord so we can pull them in and have a chat. Front row, Giglio and Deal. Second row is going to be Hoytsma and Catalano. Third row, Dave Hoytsma and Jake Lawrence. Row 4, Margerson and Proctor. Then you have Morris and Cody Brown, row 5. Orndorff and Trisha Ann, teammates in row 6. And you have Hayden Lowell, Jeremy Clapper, row 7. Field is working through turn 4. We'll see that red, white, and blue Mustang make a sharp left, head down pit road. We will return to action. At the end of halfway, so as they cross the line will be the stage points, funny enough. There are your stage points real quick. Blake Giglio, Lucas Hoytsma, JR Deal, Dave Hoytsma, Patsy Catalano, Zach Martinson, Jake Lawrence, Johnny Proctor, Brandon Morris, and Cody Brown picking up those stage points as we get the restart. We do rolling stages, so we went back green right as we picked up halfway points. Go ahead and kick in the split once again so you can see where your favorite driver's running, even if they're not in the top 20. 65 looks like they've called it a night. So Keith Lee will finish 32nd tonight. Blake Giglio, Lucas Hoytsma, Dave Hoytsma worked out that restart beautifully. They are 1-2-3 on the inside line. JR Deal has room to drop down in front of them, but decided not to. He's got the help from Zach Margison. Looks like Jake Lawrence has joined the party. Now we got 10-10 crew building up there. All three of those are teammates. Patsy Catalano in the 4 car. Thought about going up there. The bright yellow machine dropped back down. 73 Proctor. He's been in the top 10 all race. Little scary moment there. Dave bounced up a little bit in that 79 car. Everyone keeps it going in the right direction. Deal falls back through the corners. The outside line gets its momentum coming off the corners. We'll see if they're able to push back up towards the front. Enter the tri-oval. Complete lap 32. Let's check the intervals this time. Looks like the top 17 are all in one pack. Ian Montrose leads this second pack of cars. Montrose, Mullins, Sparks, Martin, Sneed. It's like about 11 cars in that second pack. 12 if you count the lap machine of Asherbrenner. E.J. Johnson much farther back. I think he's got too much damage to stay in a pack. So we have two distinct packs now. The gap is between 17th and 18th. Montrose leads that second pack. Judging by the time, they're steadily losing a little bit. They need that group to get organized better and push. Try to gain back to that front pack. Here we go down the backstretch, usually where the outside line is the strongest. It's like Deal closing the gap on Giglio a little bit. And you get to the corner where the inside line has the advantage. Short way around. Hoytsma almost looked like he was going to pop up outside of Giglio. That would have been surprising to leave his dad and his teammate. Looks like the field's decided to settle down some. Only 4 cars on the outside line as one of them disappears. Argison having a momentary connection issue in the 55 stack-up Nissan. Depending where you live, Nissan. Hayden Lowell, a little out of shape back there in the 67, then goes to the top lane to make it look like he planned to. Yes, Hayden, I'm on to you. Let's go in and listen to driver chat once again, now that things have settled in a bit.
A little bit, guys.
Probably hear that backpack talking about trying to catch up again. It's like 36 has fallen off this lead pack. It's over a second back from the 16th place car. That will lose you the draft. Joe Madigan, Taco Bell Chevy looks like also out of the draft. I think Orndorff's dropping back to try and pick up his teammate. 8 and 36 are team machines. See if Orndorff drops off this lead pack and tries to pick up the 36. Not quite dropped off far enough yet. Deal, meanwhile, has pushed up from the outside lane and gotten in front of Giglio. See if we can track down when that happened. Margison starting to push for the lead, disappears. It's got to be terrifying when you're in that outside line. Margison joining 10 tenths this year, so the 9, 55, and 68 are all team cars. Giglio giving a shove to the 9. JR doing a great job holding that car straight. Gotta go 10 tenths in chat from Rowdy. I'm sure the boys appreciate you. Comes the field through the tri-oval. Completing lap 36. Surprised we haven't seen Giglio pop up in front of Margison. Giglio likes to, I don't say this in a bad way, but he likes to be aggressive on these type racing, so he likes to make the moves and be out front. So I'm a little surprised he didn't pop up in front of Margison there, since JR Deal's leading the inside line now. Beta getting me to hydrate. Appreciate you, my guy. I needed that too. I sometimes forget. Margison gets his Nissan out in front with the push from Jake Lawrence in the 4 of Catalano. Of course, gives it up through the turns, having to go the long way around, but the backstretch should see that Nissan push forward again. Who would ever thunk it? At Daytona, a Nissan and a Dodge are leading the race. There goes the 16 up in front of the 55. 55, having none of it, leaves Giglio out to dry in the middle. 68's going to go with the 55. The 4, where does the 4 go? The 4 is teammates with the 16. So Catalano will probably drop down to the middle, and we're going to be 3 wide here. This is where things get very sketchy. You got to really trust who's around you when you're 3 wide at Daytona. See Catalano and Giglio both weaving side to side.
Oh my god.
There comes the OMG. Oh, as Catalano gets into Lawrence.
Triple, boys. Back there, heads up.
They bang the doors a little bit. Now the 44 is looking to push it in the middle.
Giving 'em room, Clapper.
Robinson
10-4, buddy.
up there on the top side. Then one of them blinks. That's Margison disappearing in the middle of a 3 wide.
Ahead.
We're approaching lap traffic while 3 wide.
I should be able to get down just in time, but you guys are 3 wide. It's scary.
Giglio gets down in front of JR Deal. Catalano by themselves in the middle. Hoytsma's given the 4 place to get out and in front of Hoytsma, but so far not taking it. There goes the 4. Now the 44, the only one 3 wide. See if Brandon Morris can find a safe place.
You got room, come on up.
Morris goes up. Thankfully, we all make it around the lap machine. 20 laps to go from Daytona. Season opener for the Spittin Venom Podcast ARCA series.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
We have this pack. They're currently 4 seconds behind Orndorff, who's 2.5 back from Trisha Ann. So Trisha Ann rejoined the main pack. Now Orndorff's fallen back. He's coming to pit road in the 8. So it looks like
I can feel my butthole
8
tightening
has
up on
decided
that
to split this last segment in half. Been 20 laps since the 8 was on pit road.
My day's so much better now that I know that information.
Oh, you are so much welcome.
Sarcasm. Love it. Here comes the 16 and a lot of the CTC machines. Both of the Hoytsmas, Catalano. I believe that's Clapper Newell in the 21. Tagging on to this pack. Now we have 10 tenths, 1, 2, 3 on the inside line. Outside is Dan Robinson in the 27. 44, Brandon Morris. 73, Johnny Proctor. 17, Cody Brown. 36, Trisha Ann. Adam Crozier in the 45. That's your top 10 in these pit cycles. And the gap from Crozier to Mike Chris is 6.7 seconds to the second pack, which is running side by side. Sounds like Jake Lawrence and the 10 tenths crew is coming this time. Brings the 73 and 17 along with them. Cody Brown and Proctor tagging on with the 10 tenths machines.
Sorry about that.
So those 5 hit pit road. Dan Robinson leads the race, and the Rusco Media Chevy has Hayden Lowell behind him. And Brandon Morris, Trisha Ann, Adam Crozier in this 5-car pack. CJ Orndorff comes up in front of pack number 2. That could get real dicey. Let's go back and watch pack 2 as they catch the 8 car coming out of the pits.
Wow!
They split them 3 wide.
I think this like 17 times so far.
These 4 stay out. It's been 23 laps since Morris and Ann were on pit road.
Dan, I just want to make lap time here. That's our best bet.
36 gets up out of line again. Not helping anyone on the push here. Mike Chris is 5.4. So this pack's gaining while this front pack's down to 5 cars. If Ian Montrose could get in line, I think this second pack could really push towards at least the
Thank you.
Dan Robinson, Hayden Lowell, Brandon Morris, Trisha Ann, Adam Crozier 5-car pack. Let's go find the cars that have been to pit road now, starting with 18th, Lucas Hoytsma. They've come off pit road together. It's Hoytsma, Giglio, and Dave Hoytsma. And then JR Deal in their draft with Margison and Brown. Clapper Newell right at 1 second back. He's trying to catch Cody Brown's draft and hang on. It's going to be real dicey to see if Clapper's able to hang on or not. Then you have Patsy Catalano 5 seconds back. Something happened with the 4 on their pit stop. And you see Dan Robinson leading the race here. Robinson, Hayden Lowell, Trisha Ann, Brandon Morris, and Adam Crozier. 24 laps is about as far as we've seen anyone go so far. So that is the 44 and the 36. Morris is coming to pit road all by himself. Problems of not having teammates out here. As Morris hits pit road. 36 car is going to go a whole nother lap. 36 is dropping back. 36, did they run it out of fuel? They are slowly making their way down the backstretch on the apron. I believe the 36 ran their car out of gas. Where did JR Deal go? He went to pit road, my friends. He is currently right there. 21st. The 36 is indeed out of fuel, coasting back to the pit lane. Hopefully they stay off of the racing surface and do not trigger a yellow flag, because this racing is getting interesting. As this top 16 cars need to hit pit road sometime in the next 5 laps. The strategies are all over the place. The cars that have already pit, you have Lucas Hoisman, Blake Giglio, Dave Hoisman, JR Deal, and they're staying in line, working together.
Running double files only going to slow us down.
Yeah, I'm pulling up. Please run side by side. Please, please, please.
That's the second back, hoping they do run side by side. Let's check in on that second pack. It's being led now by
momentum to go in front.
the 22 of Mike Chris, the 76 of Joe Madigan. Here comes Derek Watkins to pit road, 41 car. So the top 14, well, now with Watkins pitting, it's going to be the top 13. Still need to come to pit road.
How much more gas on the tip?
I believe that's Travis Martin coming out of the pits and jumping up out of the way of the leaders. You see that second pack of cars trying to catch this front 4. Travis Martin's actually going to help them do that by getting in between. Give them an extra draft.
I think I can make 3.
It was 6 seconds back, now they're 3.8. Still pretty far back, but they've made up ground on just these 4.
Left still, so.
Here comes Hayden Lowell by himself. No help for the 67 Arc Music Ford.
That happened again. Jesus Christ.
I heard Osh, I'm
Yeah,
going to wreck.
we can get to this front little pack here.
I don't think anyone did wreck, but someone thought they were going to. It's like everyone's made it to pit road. I don't see anyone crashing. Jake Lawrence comes out of the pits. So Dan Robinson Jr. in the 27
Alright, I'm going to go to the pits.
is in front of the 4 and 73, but those two have already been to pit road. They are 22nd, 23rd behind our race leader. Here comes Robinson by himself to pit road. Another situation of no drafting help.
Alright, I think I gotta go this time.
Robinson on pit road as race leader. Mike Chris now takes over the lead.
Forward?
Mike Chris between 2 Taco Bell
Is that this
cars.
time or next time?
This time I can't go another one.
Travis Martin in the 63, currently 24th.
One pit in the
Last car on the lead lap in front of Mike Chris.
pit.
As we split the 45 on the backstretch, Ian Montrose narrowly avoids him.
Yeah.
Trying to tell who that is. That might be Trenton Sneed on the inside, and it is. Trenton Sneed in the 81 Corvette. 23rd. Here comes 4 of our leaders. That should hand the race lead over to the 42. Michael Sparks.
Man, I wish I were taking tires.
Michael Sparks all by himself will be the last car to hit pit road.
I only say that to get a lead lap point.
Lucas Hoytsma leads this pack of 6, and they have been working together to put distance on the rest of the field.
Pitting this time, though. Pitting this time.
This will be your lead pack once they get through all the pit cycles. It's like the 42 of Sparks is on the back end of a pack of cars, including the 4 of Catalano. And here comes race leader. 42 Michael Sparks with 9 to go. This was the last car we were waiting on for the pit cycle. So this pack of 6 will take over as the lead pack.
I'll go up.
You see behind them,
Thanks,
Joe
sir.
Madigan. And then Mike Chris, Ian Montrose, Hayden Lowell, Mike Edwards. This is the chase pack trying to catch up to him. As they go around the 22. Heck of a speed differential there. And here comes Hayden Lowell to get to the front of this pack. Ian Montrose is going to clear the 76, probably drop in front of him. Then they're going to try to get in line and start pushing. They are 7.7 seconds back from the lead 6 with 8 to go.
Contact entering pit road 42.
Odds are they are not
Oh,
catching
we're
up.
good. I was hoping you didn't all the way to
Now it's 8.5 back. That second pack is losing so much ground. So we have 3 cars from the CTC low drag team. Lucas Hoytsma, Blake Giglio, Dave Hoytsma. Then we have 2 10-tenths machines, JR Deal and Zach Margin 4th and 5th. And then Cody Brown in 6th. Zach Margison, excuse me. That is your top 6. And without a yellow, those will be the 6 that decide the outcome of this race. It's the gap back to that pack 2. It's now is 9 seconds. They just don't have the numbers. So that is 7th through 11th. Now Cliff Mullins leading the 3rd pack. They are 3.2 seconds back of that other group. Mullins, Beach, Price, Robinson Jr., 4 cars together there. Then another 7 seconds back to Travis Martin. Martin has Catalano, Proctor, Clapper Newell, Trenton Sneed, Derek Watkins, Michael Sparks, all in this group on the lead lap still. Other lead lap cars, Scott Elston is working with William Asherbrenner, who's not on the lead lap. Those two, 23rd and 29th. And CJ Orndorff, last car on lead lap, this 8 car all by himself. Running in 24th position. Adam Crozier, the 45, is 1 lap down. 36, Trisha Ann, also 1 lap down. Then you have E.J. Johnson, 2 laps down. Jake Lawrence in 68. Currently 3 laps down, as is Will Asherbrenner. Then you have Daniel Llewellyn. It's currently 4 laps down. And you have the 44, heavy front end damage on the 44, Brandon Morris. He is 8 laps down, sitting on pit road. And that is where everyone runs with 5 to go from Daytona.
Adam, I don't know how well you are on the team, man. I'll give you a call.
When do they make the move in this top group? You know the 9 and 55 will work together. The 16 may try to block them to lead both lanes and make sure the team gets a win. JR Deal, though, could go to the 3rd line and split whoever tries to block his run off into the middle. Laps are winding down quickly.
Whichever line you want. Let me get something moving.
Hoytsman telling the lap cars they are catching to stay where they are. And catching the 36, trying to get the 36 to stay somewhere. 36 up the track, starts to drift down towards the leaders, scares the leaders, goes back up high again. 36, maybe forgot to set their wheel to the 16 to 1. It's been kind of all over the place in the line. It's the top 6 running nose to tail. 3 laps to go. You know the 9's going to make a move. When is it coming? Who goes where when he does? 2 Hoytsmas and a Giglio in the top 3. Field out of turn number 4, heading to the start finish. Should be 2 laps to go from Daytona. Looks like Deal's starting to lay back, get that little bit of a gap. And he's going to start building a run. Needs Margerson to tuck up on the back bumper. Here he goes to the outside. JR Deal getting to the outside of Dave Hoytsma. Where will Giglio go? Is he going to stay to the bottom? He does. Hoytsma goes to the top to block JR Deal's run. That'll give Blake Giglio the inside line. Deal tries to get to the inside to dump Hoytsma. Not enough room. Now will he go to the outside with Margerson? Still no. As they're catching lap traffic and we get the white flag at the same time. Hopefully the lappers get out of the way.
Staying low.
Hoytsma being led by JR Deal. They make contact. Around they go. Dave Hoytsma gets out in front of the accident on the final lap. Dave Hoytsma out in the clear. Dave Hoytsma all by himself. We're on the final lap, so no yellow will be thrown. Dave Hoytsma gets a victory lap, basically, as they hit parked cars in the background. That second pack comes into the accident at full speed and just piles into it 3 wide.
What?
Dave Hoytsma is going to get his first SRL win here. Comes out of turn 4. Dave Hoytsma across the line. Daddy Dave.
Get them all, baby.
Daddy Dave picks up the win at Daytona.
Yeah,
That's going to be a popular win for sure.
Yes, sir! Let's go! Step your back!
Dave Hoytsma, one in CTC, picks up the victory here at Daytona. A crazy calamity finish there.
Good win, Dave.
Only 1 car of that top 6 made it out.
An awesome, nice, clean jump a bunch of races there. That's good.
Yeah, it was good fun, second group.
Daddy Dave gets his first SRL win.
Imagine.
Mike Edwards finishes second. Hayden Lowell brings it home third. Joe Madigan, Mike Chris, your top 5.
Hey, Mike Christopher, I'm sorry about that. I was trying to miss the slow car, and I kind of put you in a wall.
Kind of.
Yeah, he hates you now.
Yeah, that's all it is.
He hates you now. Daniel.
Middle car in the middle track.
Dave Hoytsma burning it down in that Labor 12 Pontiac. Andrew Beach coming to celebrate.
Just so y'all know, we called this on the Spittin Venom podcast. We knew this was going to happen.
Yeah, I saw that.
Literally listened to that this afternoon, guys.
Oh my gosh, the chopper cam's in the building. Not a very helpful camera there. There we go. Earnhardt starling the grass at Daytona.
Way to go, Dave. Way to go.
If we can get the top 3 to the interview room, please and thank you. That'd be Hayden Law, Mike Edwards, and Dave
Thanks,
Hoytsma.
Dave. Thank you, sir.
I see who's hanging out already. We got Mike Edwards. We'll bring him in. Mike! Gotta fix my voice. Still partying on the front stretch. Mikey, DG, you got a copy?
Hi.
Hi! Well, sir, that was a race.
Yeah, I don't know how I'm here.
I don't know how you got the second. I mean, the whole top 6 kind of wrecked themselves except Dave stuck through there. And next thing you know, you're picking up a second place, battling Hayden for it there at the end. So, I don't know, it seemed like your strategy of starting in the pits was a good one, and then it kind of got spread out a little too much there in the middle.
Yeah, I wasn't even paying attention. I was just kind of cruising there at the end and kept passing a car here, there. I didn't even know the dude got crashed. And then second, yeah.
Surprise! Good way to start the season with the second place run. You got those friends, family, and sponsor shout-outs for us tonight?
Oh boy, do I? Forward screen printing. Boy, it's been a while.
Well, look at your car.
Logains, DGSRacing.com, Autism Awareness, Labor 12, Dockside Rentals. I think that's it.
KVRP.
KVRP, there you go.
Now you got them all.
Yeah, walk me through this. Yeah, baby steps, baby steps.
You only missed one. Like I said, just look at your car. They're all on there.
Yeah, fair.
Well, congrats on that P2 finish, and we'll let you get on out of here and enjoy it.
Yeah, thanks, dude.
Mike Edwards picking up P2 tonight in the 14 machine after a crazy finish there. He wasn't even in that lead 6 and brings home P2 after quite a lot of crashes there on that last lap. Now we go find... trying to get Hayden before we do the interview with our winner, but he's just down in chance 2 chatting. We'll bring up Hayden here. Hayden, get your ass up here. Is he not even at his computer?
Sorry, hi.
There you are. Yeah. Well, you were running back in that second pack, and next thing you know, you're bringing home a podium finish. How did that go down for you?
Yeah, coming to the line, I didn't realize I was fighting for P2. I didn't realize kind of everyone in the lead pack had wrecked. Just kind of snaked my way through it somehow, some way. I feel bad. I kind of squeezed Mike Christopher in the wall, but just trying to avoid that 36 car coming through 3 and 4 racing to the line. Tried to side draft Mike for another position at the line, and I didn't realize at the time that it was actually for P2. But that was honestly a great opening race for Sidewinder.
Absolutely. It was very entertaining. A lot of green flag running in there. I enjoyed every minute of that, and then I'm sure you did as well. And had your teammate back out there. He brought it home 4th tonight. So I know you got all the C2X teammates as well, but I'm sure you still got the love for Joe Madigan out there.
Absolutely. We still love Joseph Madigan. There's a reason we still got the Mad Dog on the side of these race cars. So with C2X this season, because Joseph, I don't think is going to be full-time in anything, but, you know, still got to, you know, race with the boy I met at Iowa finally after 3.5 years, 4.5 years, one of those two, 2018, 2019.
You could be a real homie and get him part of C2X, you know.
We're gonna make some phone calls, have him sign some papers, and we'll see what happens.
10-4, bud. Well, from the league manager side, how do we feel about that overall? Pretty happy?
That was a really good race. I expected quite a bit more yellow. We had a green flag stop. Honestly, I really don't have a lot to be picky about. There's some guys that we'll have some discussions with going forward, but otherwise it was miles better than I could have expected. The league manager, whoever the hell that is, needs to figure out how to do single car qualifying at the season opener. But other than that, it was. I need to switch the time acceleration from 1 to 2 because that should have ended at night. But just mild things to iron out, and we'll be good next week. I believe it's Michigan. I made the schedule. I should know where it is. We're at Michigan next week.
There we go. Even if we're not, I guess we're there now.
We are now. Yes, Michigan for another 60 laps.
All right, bud. Well, congrats on the strong showing here, and appreciate all you do for us.
Thank you, Swiss. I appreciate the broadcast. I'll see you Friday.
You're waiting until Friday to come back? Yeah.
I'm not running tomorrow. No, thank you.
10-4. All right, bud. Take it easy, and we'll see you Friday.
We'll see you.
Well, Mr. Popular, Daddy Dave, gets his first win in CTC, follows it up with his first win in SRL. How about this week for you?
This has been incredible. I never could have imagined this, ever. It's unbelievable.
You were in a 6-car pack coming down to the end of the race, passed some lappers safely, all that went well, and then we get massive carnage all around, and you just see yourself coming through the clear all by yourself. How did that feel when you looked in the mirror and saw nobody was chasing you?
I could not believe it. Yeah, like I said, I got bumped a few ways. I got bumped one way, bumped the other way. Next thing I'm going straight, and nobody else is. all I saw was clear track in front of me and behind me. It was crazy. And
that was in turn 1 and 2, so you had a whole half lap to think about winning this race. What were the emotions in that moment?
Well, at first I was just staring at my relative, and I wasn't looking where I was going to see who was closest and if anybody could get a run and catch me. So then once I realized they weren't, I started yelling. Not gonna lie.
That's awesome.
I started screaming.
Did Lucas say it was too loud or not loud enough?
He didn't say either way, actually.
God, what good are you, Lucas? Come on now. Make him go clean something. All right. Well, how are we going to celebrate?
Probably going to bed.
Perfect.
I gotta-
Are we going to celebrate tomorrow then?
yes, for
There
sure.
we go. All right. Well, congrats on this victory tonight. And let's see if we can follow it up tomorrow with a win or two.
Oh. Well, we'll see.
There you go. All right, Dave. Congrats on your first SRL win. Been a long time coming. We all love to see it. Very popular win. Almost Earnhardt-esque with the black and white machine there doing donuts in the grass. I appreciated it.
Well, thank you. This is awesome.
All right, bud. Love to see it. Congrats on the victory, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.
All right, man. Thank you.
You got those friends, family, and sponsor shout-outs for us?
Labor 12 on the car. Shout out to Lucas and Blake again for allowing me to tag along and stay with them all race, and you for broadcasting, and everybody in SRL that puts the league on.
I mean, there's worse people to draft with besides the two most winningest drivers in SRL history, so you're in a good spot there.
Yes, I was.
All right, bud. Get on out of here. Get to bed. We appreciate you. We'll see you tomorrow.
All right, have a good night.
Dave Hoytsma picking up a very popular win here in the CTC racing. If you haven't been around long, Dave's been one of those guys that just had a lot of bad luck and never could get that first win. And here he is breaking through finally. And he broke through in his other league, CTC, earlier last week. And now he is starting off this week with a win, kicking off Season 9 SRL with a win. He can say he is the only one in SRL with a win in Season 9 right now. So that has to feel good. Hopefully he makes sure his son is aware of that. We appreciate everyone being a part of this with us this week. Thank you so much to Spittin Venom Podcast and helping us putting on these races here in the Spittin Venom ARCA series. Hope you guys come on back tomorrow. We'll have some dirt racing with the 1023graphics.com dirt tour with the dirt street stocks. They kick off their season, as well as the Fort Worth Screen Printing Xfinity series. I believe they are also at Daytona. And then it's a triple header on Tuesdays. We'll have the modified race, so 3 different series kick off tomorrow. Hope you can come on back. We'll have 2 of those broadcasts right here, 7 p.m. and 9 p.m. Then the third broadcast, you can get the link over in our Discord to the YouTube that they will be broadcast on with the CTUC Race Network. Appreciate everyone being here tonight. Thank you so much for being part of our broadcast and part of our community. We appreciate you each and every time you decide to come and spend your time with us. Thank you so much as always. We'll be back tomorrow night. Appreciate you. Have a great night, and bye-bye. Actually, let's look at final results first. Before we get out of here. That'd be way more fun, right? We'll get the top 30 anyway. We have Dave Hoytsma, Mike Edwards, Hayden Long, Joe Madigan, and Mike Chris picking up the top 5s. Blake Giglio, Beach, Robinson, Brown, and Martin your top 10. Page 2, we have Michael Sparks, Trenton Sneed, Johnny Proctor, Derek Watkins, Patsy Catalano, and then Jerry Clapper Newell, Jeff Price, J.R. Deal. Tough break for J.R. Deal. He was up in that top 6 cars that were going to make it basically between them coming down to the end, but somehow ends up all the way back in 18th after that crash. It's just a rough way to start for JR, but he'll have another chance tomorrow. Ian Montrose, Scott Elston rounding out the top 20. Lucas Hoytsma, 21st, another driver in that same situation as JR, been up to the front all race long, ends up nothing to show for it in 21st. Zach Margison, 22nd. Cliff Mullins, 23rd. CJ Orndorff, Trisha Ann, EJ Johnson, Adam Crozier, Jake Lawrence, Will Asherbrenner, and Daniel Llewellyn round out the top 30. We do have 2 other cars in the race tonight. We can go ahead and read them off to you from our other list. Brandon Morris finishes 31st, and Keith Lee 32nd. Hopefully everyone enjoyed their opening round of racing. We'll have 3 more races tomorrow night. Johnny Outlaw, we appreciate the 12-viewer raid, my friend. Thank you so much for bringing your community on in as we finish up this stream here. Thanks for the shout out to Johnny there, Rowdy. Appreciate everybody. Let's go ahead and end this one with a thank you so much and see you tomorrow night. Dave Hoytsma, your victor at Daytona.